So if you peach and your Yoshi.
So two of your vote?
Yeah. Boston.
Okay.
Yeah. Good luck, man. Good luck. Good luck, have fun. Nobody ever has. Oh, come on. Everyone has fun. You don't have fun, you're not doing it right. You got the new player order, right? Back there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys are good to go. Cool. Alright, let's go.
Alright guys, I'm back here once again for the semifinals. I'm Kyle, as you should know by now, and I'm joined here by Mike Mavilok Gadeski.
Hey everyone.
The ultimate salt master.
Oh yeah.
We're back here in the salt caverns. That's what we call the back room now. Yeah, so we're starting off here. Jones going for an accidental shortcut, you know, just wants to test the new rules out. He misses it. Hopefully we don't run into one of these, but there's a couple new procedures
Someone just
in
fired a
place.
blue shell, so we'll find out.
Uh-oh, it's Boss. Is Boss gonna do it? He's got a boo. Yeah, he's not gonna do it. He's gonna avoid the blue, though, using his boo. Doesn't get an item, but gonna keep himself out in front. Looks like he wants to front run this, and it might work out for him, because Jones and Zoran pick each other off. Man, these rounds are gonna be insane, though.
Absolutely. We have defending champ Zoran, we have former two-time champ Jones, we have former champ Boss, and Dan Burbank.
Just number 2 in the world
Yeah.
at time trials.
No big deal. But this could easily be a final matchup any other year.
Yeah, I think
just
both.
to give you an idea of how deep this field is.
I think both of these matchups are finals caliber, and there's still some guys that probably could have made finals that are missing out on this match. That's just how insane the field is this year.
Absolutely.
So
we're in for some very, very exciting matches here.
right, so let's go over the format again real quick for the semis and on. So both the semis and the finals are going to be one round of 16 tracks. You just play through the same cup order and everything, but at the end of it, the top 2 players from each semifinal will advance, and then the finals is the exact same format, and we'll crown a champion based on who has the most points there. So we're looking at this match, and then in about an hour we'll have the next one. I believe we're doing GoldenEye afterwards for their finals, and then we'll have the Kart finals right here after that. So Boss takes a big win to start. I know he's trying to get himself back to the finals. I believe that was Zoran in second. Yes, it was. And I didn't see, was it Jones or Dan in third?
It was Dan in third.
Dan was in third. Yep. Point results from the top 16. Here, I can pull it up real quick just for you guys to check it out. You see Jimbo snuck in, Jake did not.
And Matthias with an absolutely
Matthias
dominant round.
dominating. He's got to be the favorite at this point. So in here, Dan is the top seed at the number 2. Zoran just missed out by a point to be the top seed. And then Jones and Boss tied, but they just did some rock, paper, scissors to decide who was what seed, because it doesn't really matter at this point. It's just for screen selection. Yeah, so we have Dan coming through with the star here. Looks like Jones doesn't have an item right now. Dan at the very end of that star. Looks like he knocked Zoran up in the air. Boss is gonna front run this. He's getting away a little bit. Jones picks up a star here. Oof. Good deep there placed by somebody. Zoran hitting it. Zoran picking up a star as well, though. Dan with some triple reds. Zoran picks up some triple reds as well, and Boss is just way out in front now. If he can stay clean, ooh, right as I say that, he does hit some bananas, which will slow him down a little bit, but like I said, if he can stay clean, oh, never mind, here comes a red as well. I don't know if there was a second one to follow up. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, a blue coming as well. Right as we were going to say, Boss just needs to stay clean. He gets all this mess, so... Oh, he's going to miss those items, though, too.
Oh, no.
There comes the blue. He's mashing A. Yeah, Dan pulls in front, yeah. And Zoran picking up a gold shroom, not what he wants here. It's going to last the rest of the race. Ooh, Boss getting hit by some reds. Falls back to third. Now he's in fourth. Unfortunate. That's just how it works. Oh, wait, a bolt!
Takes it.
Boss is going to take second with a clutch bolt right at the last blocks.
Wow.
Yeah, so Dan takes the win. Boss was second. Jones getting on the board with a 3rd place. Yeah, Boss almost gets screwed at the end, but he salvages 2 points out of it, and that's going to be a big deal in the end. Those 2 points are going to come back to help him, I'm sure. Starting with a big 5. Dan at 4. If it stands, which it won't. These are the guys that you'll see go through. And Zoran picking up a bolt right now. Jones with the gold, trying to spam it enough. Not going to run out in time. Yeah, he's going to run off to the right, though. Looks like everybody is. Looks like Zoran, if he really wants to, can just hold on to this the whole race and, you know. Oh, but never mind. Dan picking up his own bolt.
We're going to have a thunderstorm today.
Yeah. Oh, a boo comes in and Jones taking a bolt. Dan keeping his, but Zoran losing it. That's what happens when you hold on a little bit too long. The boo comes through and just takes it. I'm pretty convinced that when somebody has a bolt in hand, then the boos become twice as likely. Yeah, we'll see how Jones uses this now. Yeah, he's going to use it right there. Looks like Dan's going to use his as well. Yep. Oh, Zoran actually getting a double shock dodge, it looks like. And
wow.
I think Zoran might be out of it now. I think he's gone now.
Yeah, Zoran just took out that tree, so he pretty much has it.
The good luck to take out the tree. Yeah, Boss getting the backup, it looks like. Dan and Mark gonna race to the line at lap 2. Boss getting hit by some reds. He has a star, though. Good item to have right now. We'll see if another bolt comes into play. Boss using the star now. Gonna be... Ooh, Zoran put a couple of bananas down. We'll see if that star is gonna last long enough. Not sure if it will. Looks like it will. Oh, at the last second, but then he misses. Oh, Jones hitting the other banana. So both bananas from Boss doing some work. Not
Burbank,
Boss, Zoran.
though.
Well, bolt now. Yeah, it looks like Jones might be able to... Oh, Jones hitting a fake. That's a bad fake to hit there. Oh, he stomps on Boss, and that's probably gonna settle that for him. Dan taking a second. Jones salvaging himself a point, but he's going to need to do a little bit more work than that. Up to 2 now.
Yeah, Peter, got it.
So we see on to Calamari, the last of the Mushroom Cup. Early in this race, looks like Zoran pulls out to a lead. Jones with 2 more shrooms left in stock. See how he uses this. He's going to hold on to him for now.
Zoran gets a shroom to slide across the desert.
Yeah.
Ooh, Boss getting a lightning.
Yeah, Boss with his key lightning now. Oh, the good old blue shell lightning combo. Looks like Boss gonna follow it up with gold. Oh, Jones just in the way there. Dan gonna use these shrooms here as well to cut the grass, or cut the sand. Looks like Boss is as well. Boss smartly gonna have to avoid those items because he knew that gold shouldn't have run out in time. Zoran getting hit up by the train, or maybe a fake that was in the way? Not really sure. Looks like Zoran picking up 3 reds now. Jones, just a single green blocker. He's not going to be able to defend himself. Oh, another shot with the red. Going to hit Zoran, or Jones right on time from Zoran. Boss out in front with a boo. It looks like
first place boo.
Yeah, he's gonna steal Dan's gold. Unlucky for Dan there. Let's see if Jones used this in time to get some items. It's gonna be close. Nah, he just knows it's not gonna run out in time. Yeah, he just goes right past it. Yeah, Boss in a really good spot now. Ooh, but blue coming in. Dan would rather wait until he gets back on the road to fire that, but he's got to get rid of it soon to see if it can wreak any havoc.
And the gold shroom ran out just a hair too late.
Yeah, it looks like,
but he takes it.
Yeah, it looks like Zoran's gonna use that boo defensively, and he's gonna follow it up in second. Zoran, second. Jones, third. Boss, another win. So Boss, through the Mushroom Cup. leading it with 8. Zoran just behind with 7. Burbank at 6. Jones trailing pretty far behind at 3, but there's plenty of racing left, so
Plenty of time to make
yeah,
up ground.
this one can still pan out. Looks like Jones having a similar start to his finals from last year, but he's able to rebound. He's any minute now he could just turn it on and win 3 or 4 straight races. He's got the ability. Ooh, good start there for him. Putting a red behind him, hits boss. He's gonna pick up an item here. Maybe a green. So we're gonna go into first for a second. Think it's passing, and yeah, he's got a couple more shrooms, so he's gonna get past. Back into first. Ooh, with the banana bunch, true. Jones, not much you can do about that right there. Yeah. Ooh, the deadly star bolt combo for Boss. Boss continuing his streak of good luck. Looks like shrooms. Shrooms, yeah.
Lots of shrooms.
Not really sure if anybody will be able to counter this from Boss. See how Zoran approaches this. He's just gonna go for it, yeah. Falls down, and he falls in. Oh, and that's unfortunate, because as he went down to the bottom, I believe it might put him down there. No, he gets a little luckier. He's gonna stay up there. So doesn't have to go all the way around the ramp, and gets that item just before Boss can.
Burbank got to a slight lead, not by too much though.
Looks like Zoran. Oh wow, I don't know how we got through those greens there, but Zoran zooming out into second place. Yeah, looks like Dan though, the good position here. Ooh. Zoran getting the boot will guarantee himself through. Oh, he uses it just in time with a big shock dodge there. Dan falls in. Jones in second. Dan is not happy about that. He's back in last now. Looks like Zoran might be able to run away with this one.
Zoran out to a decisive lead and still has a mushroom.
It's not like Jones did anything wrong there. He just was a little bit too slow against Zoki. Zoki actually got the boo off in time, but stole the wrong item, so Jones getting a little lucky there. But Zoki gonna take the win now, putting him up to 10. Looks like Jones is gonna get a second here. Yeah. They ain't gonna hold this bolt until the last second, but it's not gonna matter. Yeah, he realizes it now. But he's still gonna hold on to third. I don't think Boss could have made it even if he made that climb up. So much needed 2 points for Jones, but he's still got some work to be done. Boss still sitting in that second place spot with 8 points. The trademark couch slap. That's going to be the Dan couch slap from now on. You know, we got Kyle's corner, we got Stinson Falls that we just passed by, and we got, wow, double boo for Zoki. That's a crazy, not very likely thing to happen. He gets the double shrooms. Oh, prop bet there. Jimbo's going to be happy about that one. Interesting to use him right there, though. He could have saved him and cut a lot of grass at the end. But... oh, man, trades it in for some triple reds. Loses one of them. Hits Jones with the other and loses another one as well.
Here comes a blue.
Yeah, but we got the couch slap now. We got Stinson Falls, Kyle's corner.
If I had made a bingo card, I would have been sitting pretty well.
Ooh, a bolt steal there. Zoran, real quick on the draw. He's going to be in a commanding position. That's a big deal. Yeah, the other one that we were trying to get at is Lake Jimbo. Probably the best one that we've come up with out on Royal. I have no idea how Zoran dodged those bananas as well, but Zoran, yeah, it might be looking like he's lucky, but he's cutting it close, and that's what skill looks like. Zoran gonna take a pretty commanding lead here. Oh, Dan runs right into the egg. Jones also falling off, so Boss gonna have a chance to come back now. Dan smartly going to the side there. Boss hitting the deke that was set out. Oh, Jones makes the same mistake Dan does. Jones is falling apart early in this one. He's gonna have to hit a reset soon, and a star steal as well. Like, I don't know.
Oh my.
It's just all gone so wrong. Zoran gonna go around here. I mean, he's far enough ahead where it doesn't matter too much. Plus, he's got a great item. I don't think Boss can catch him. Yeah, especially not spinning out like that.
No way.
Or Dan, I'm sorry. Dan can't catch him spinning out like that. Dan's gonna have to go for the jump here. Makes it. But Zoran has run away with this match. He's gonna take a big win. Jones getting double star, so he's gonna be able to make a run at this one, it looks like. He might be a little bit too far out. Boss can't really get into the bolt. Gonna have to use it. Another star. That's a triple. Dan's gonna finish though. Looks like Boss is gonna get there as well. So Jones getting pretty lucky, but too little, too late for him. I think I stole the line right out of MJ's
I
mouth.
was literally just about to say it.
We're on the same
I
wavelength here,
said
you know.
too little, and
I think it did it for me. I knew what to do. Yeah, so on to Banshee now. We're 6 tracks in. Jones has a lot of work to do, but you know,
anything can happen.
it's possible Zoran winds up running away with this one, and you know, 2 people tied at 9. Jones isn't too far. Dan is not happy with that. I mean, this is really intense rounds right now. So you know, these guys are giving it their all.
They're really putting their heart and soul into this.
They so it's any little mistake you make can be very frustrating. Dan needs to just forget about it and move on. It's pretty tilting, but when you do it to yourself as well and you show your emotions, it just makes you even more tilted. Nothing Zoran could do to get around that, and he's gonna fall off. Great green shell throws. I believe that was from Jones. So yeah. Dan falling off as well. I mean, just gotta hit a reset, man. You can still fight for a point. Zoran's a bit far away. Looking for bolts and stuff, you know.
Awesome Jones the way out.
Weatherton pointing out it was an almost couch slap. Weatherton, I don't know why you're not down here watching. And if you are, well, I can't see you, so sorry. Single red, or single shroom steal. Jones dodging though that green. That was that random green. Gets a star as well, so he's gonna be able to make a run at Boss here. Really wants to beat Boss out because that's looks like his second place target right now. He's gonna be right there. Boss with this banana bunch. It's gonna be tricky. Ooh, well navigated there by Jones. Single red's not gonna be enough, I don't think, especially with a deke out for Boss. But Jones taking a slightly faster line, closes the gap a bit. He's gonna be able to fire this off, take the fake away, but oh, the bomb hit. It's gonna end any chance of him to catch up. Looks like Boss should run away with this one, so long as he doesn't hit the fence here, which he doesn't. Yeah, Boss is gone.
And a boo, just
2 quick one, and he's on the perfect line. Boss with the win. Jones coming in second. Looks like Zoran should take third here. Yeah, Zoran's gonna take third, so good race for Boss there. He's had a good start to this one, as he's in the advancement position now with Dan and Jones trailing just behind. Okay, Weatherton is in there. To the right of Matthias. Oh, I see you, Weatherton. Staring at your little iPad. Sitting there trolling behind Zoran. Oh, almost going over there was Jones. And he gets hit by the blue right over. Unlucky, and he's got to take the long fall to the bottom of the track. But you know what? It's such a long race. This almost doesn't matter. I don't want to say it doesn't matter, but it more or less doesn't. Ooh. Dan really trying to troll right there, hitting people. Very tough to navigate for these guys. And he's going to slow down again. I think he should try and take off here. He shouldn't be really... You know, it's hard to say.
on long tracks like this, the top time charters, aka Dan and Zoran, have an advantage because they can just make up time, and you don't even know how they're doing it. But
right, their driving is just so much better. I know I had a little race against Zoran earlier at this track actually, and he ran me down with some triple greens, and yeah, it was the end of that.
They get out in front with good luck.
Yeah, it's tough. You're gonna need some good items.
Speaking of which, Dan and Zoran out in front. So we'll see what Boss and Jones can do to try to catch up. Jones firing off a bolt.
Yeah, he's gonna pick up another good item. It's gonna be the star. Ooh, triple shrooms. Not quite a star, but pretty good in its own right. I don't know how he dodged.
That was
not one, but two bananas around that shroom. It's taking a tight line. Looks like he gets a bolt as well, so he's gonna catch up. It looks like right here. Yeah, he's right there by Boss. He passes by Boss. So. Boss picking up triple greens though, while Jones gets the troll deke in third place. Yeah, Boss is gonna zoom right past him.
Oh wow!
Looks like Jones might have been going for a
For an
accidental shortcut. We were gonna have to bring infill in.
We're gonna have to call the booth.
Yeah, infill's new name is the Booth.
Not to be confused with Kevin Booth.
Yes, who is just Booth. No, the. Bolt coming in for Boss now. He uses it right away. Got some ground to catch up, so that's not a bad move there. Oh, these greens coming through, and he zooms right past them. We'll see if Jones can navigate through them, though. And the most troll thing at this track is these stupid triple greens people get, and they just launch them back, and you just gotta get lucky to get through them, yeah. Oh, right as the...
narrowly avoids the second one.
Right as the shroom ran out, and Jones almost had a little boost off after that, but he couldn't get there. Looks like Boss and Dan really close behind each other. Zoran out to a little bit of a lead, and Jones back-to-back bolts. We'll see if he can get a third. See if he can get the triple. It's a banana. A lot of mistakes, though, are negating some of Jones's advantages he's getting. The triple is there.
Another one.
We'll see if he can get the elusive quadra, though.
The tetra bolt.
The tetra. There it comes. Oh, the blue ruins the chain. And he loses it to a banana.
And he gets his potassium for the day by losing that banana.
Yeah, he's going to be in third, though. He's going to fall pretty far behind? I guess he's trying to sandbag for better items compared to Boss. Interesting. Boss, they both get fourth place items. Jones gets the gold. Boss getting the double shrooms. No, this is our semi-final, so 2 of these people will advance to the top 4, and 2 will go home.
Well, everyone will go home because this isn't our house. But...
That's true. I don't live here. I think that might be Jones's 5th or 6th bolt, but you know, when you come onto this track, you're expecting quite a few bolts. There's just so many item boxes out there.
2 in a row for Jones.
So that's 5 bolts I've played last, I believe 6 item blocks. Let's see. Is he gonna get another triple? Here it comes. Ah, triple shrooms. But Jones is gonna zoom into the lead. You know, Jones will take this, but he got pretty lucky it seems like. So if he wins this race, I think some people are gonna put a big asterisk next to it. But you know, you gotta play with the hand. You gotta play with the hand that you're dealt. The finals is going to be based on the top 2 from each of these sessions. Yes. Otherwise, you could get somebody that, quite frankly, didn't deserve to make the finals, or quite frankly, didn't deserve to make the semis and just hemorrhage a ton of points in. Yeah. No, Jimbo did not deserve to make the finals this year. He'll be the first to admit it. Jones gonna get into a race with Dan, it looks like, and Boss just I think somebody mentioned he's outclassed here, and yeah, he's a little far out. Some bananas, but Zoran hitting banana. Jones another banana. It's a spin out, and Dan sniping from behind. And it looks like Boss is actually caught up. He's up into second now.
Wow.
I spoke too soon. Oh, the 3rd place troll, single red. Yeah, Zoran gonna fall back to last. Jones is gonna take 3rd. Boss, quite the comeback there. I'm impressed.
Very impressive race from everyone there.
Yeah. Dan takes the win, you know. So we got it tight. Halfway through, we got Boss and Zoran tied for the lead at 14 apiece. Dan in 3rd with 12, not too far back. And Jones, you know, he's still in striking distance, but he's really got to get going soon. These just show you how tough these semis are this year. Jones, a 2-time champ, is slogging it out with another champ after that, and then, you know, number 2 in the world, as we mentioned, so.
And it's only number 2, I didn't know that.
Yeah, especially Jimbo. Jimbo's really good at being number 2. Like they say, if at first you don't succeed, try again for 10 years. It's one of our Quick Blast references from last night. We should really stream that. That was pretty fun stuff.
Oh,
stream it on Abby's channel for 300 viewers.
I don't think he would approve of some of the things.
Oh my god, imagine if we streamed that and we got like 300 viewers and there was just all in the audience.
And we just ruined Abney's reputation.
We're just sitting here like, oh, I could vote for this, but it doesn't matter. You get the quips from the people in the room, but then just the audience just goes the other way. Yeah, it looks like a bolt coming in for Zoran now. He's gonna use it, yeah. Using it a little bit diplomatically, not trying to knock Jones off. Jones getting the MT here. We'll see if Dan even tries it. Yeah, he does. He got big just in time, so I'm curious to see if he would have made it. Dennison agreeing with us. We should stream Quiplash. You know, we got 109 viewers now. If we had all of them in the audience, you know, that'd be pretty crazy stuff, actually. But yeah. Jones out in front really needs to pick up this race. Dan throws a red. Okay, Jones still's gonna get the items. He's gonna wait on it. Wait a little bit too long. Got the first place banana instead of a chance of the second place item.
Oh, Jones.
Jeez, that's a tricky spot to be in. Sometimes when you try to spin around, you just launch into the, just run into the, whatchamacallit, the wall, and the cart just turns the opposite direction you want it to. I don't know, it seems like some of the viewers actually want the Quiplash, so,
Boss picking up a ball.
Boss picked up a ball.
by
Dan, you takes it right away. He's got to be happy with that. He's going to be able to run away with this now, but you know, with 1 lap to go, this race is not quite over yet. He avoids those bananas. Jones, I mean, putting on a clinic of how to get over that jump after the bolt. I think we're going to see a lot of people practicing that next year. I'm going to have to get some people to help me out.
Yeah, I'm going to have to actually play this.
Oh, the Tran from Dan!
Oh.
Not really useful because he misses the boxes, but that'll save him about a second tops.
Who cares? That was swag.
That was pretty badass, actually. That was swag. We're all about style points here. At the end of the race, we might crown a champion ourselves, because nobody really cares about the points you score. Only care about the points I assign. Oh, another Tran! Damn, with double Trans there.
Showing off that Warrior Stadium time trials knowledge.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for a world record here.
Yeah.
2 quick Trans, and he's on the perfect line.
On pace for 420.69. I don't even care if that's not the world record.
At one point, there were people grinding for that, but somebody overpassed it. Yikes, so this is an interesting situation for Dan to be in now.
Boss in second with a bull.
Curious to see how Boss is going to use this. Dan might be going for it. Oh, yeah. Oh, unfortunate. But he's back in third, so it's going to be a race to the line now. I believe Zoran had a shock dodge there, so he's going to probably run away with this race. Star now. Yeah, Dan's going to go ahead and just troll Jones there. Yeah, it looks like Zoran runs away with this one. Boss came really close there. I didn't even realize he was so close. And Dan taking a third. So it looks like Zoran, Boss, and Burbank are starting to pull away from Jones. Jones has 8 points behind Boss, which is the advancement place. He's got to really start kicking it into gear now, though. Like I said, though, he could win just 3-4 races in a row out of nowhere. So, if he's going to do that, now's the time to do such.
That would be a very opportune.
Yes. Oh, it's 2 people.
Double.
Yeah, 2 quick ones, as we like to say around here.
Right in the head.
And now he's on the perfect line. Ooh, spins out though. Jones collecting himself now. Okay. So that lead he just picked up is all but evaporated at this point. I don't know if Dan necessarily choked there because you could tell that he was trying to get the MT. Oh, Jones, that's a choke right there. We call that a Jimbo in the business. But it looked like he was trying to pull that MT off where he could have the option of, you know, straightening out afterwards, but also pulling yourself way to the right and running into the wall if you spin out. But he just had a bad line there and just a little mistake, costing him a couple points. So I wouldn't quite say that's a choke by Dan. I think it's just that he messed up. He was aware of the situation for sure. Jones, after falling in, gets a goal. Looks like he's gonna try and blast through this now, catch up a bit. Really needing to get not only just 1 point, but multiple points right now.
Points. He needs as many points as he can muster right now.
Would prefer to see Boss fall back a bit though, but Boss is really managing this race well. Gotta say, I'm impressed. Dan falling off as he was in the lead. He is going to fall all the way back to 4th place. He does get a star out of it, which is going to help negate some of that, but
Is it too late?
going from 1st to 4th, especially on the last lap, well, Jones choking a little bit there. Yeah, Jones giving away a point. It was going to be a race, but Jones giving away a point. And Boss, yet another win. Zoran in 2nd. Dan going to take the 3rd.
And
I mean,
Jones just...
Dan now 5 points back. Jones 11 points back of both Zoran and Boss. I mean, he's really got to kick it into gear now and hope that one of these two other karters pull away from each other. Otherwise, his tournament might be done. Yeah, his tournament might be done. I know how badly he wants to win this one with all the competition here. Yeah, Abney's on the 15-day disabled list. We're going to have to check his status for today's matchup, for those of you wondering where he is. Couch slap TM. Chat really having fun with the couch slap. Jones out in front yet again. He has a pretty sizable lead here, but nobody looks like on the first lap is going to Lake Jimbo. See if Boss does. Oh no, Boss just zooms on through. Jones now with the boo. Jones in a pretty commanding position now. If a bolt comes through, he's going to be able to...
Burbank knocked into the...
Yeah. There's a bolt. But see, here's the good thing about the boo right now is he forces people to use the bolt right away, so you're less likely to get bolted off the... Dan with a little panic there. He had some time to wait, because Jones can't use that boo until he gets big, and then has to wait a second or two, but...
He may be on tilt right now.
Yeah, I could see it, but he really can't afford to be on tilt because he's not too far out of this race. Yeah, Jones going to steal a star instead this time, so that might be just as good as having a boo. You know, you can't steal a bolt out of that, but you can sure as hell dodge one.
A star is very good insurance.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of just fishing for the bolts, but you know, when you do get a star, I'm starting to realize that you can just use it right here and you can't get bolted.
And you get a pretty nice speed.
Yeah, I mean, the star has a lot of advantages. Stars and bolts are definitely god tier items.
Jones getting hit by something.
Gonna get hit by a blue as well.
As long as he avoids getting knocked in the air.
Yeah, he's gonna stay way to the right.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Yeah, he straightens up and here comes Peach with another. Oh, if I'm Jones at this point, seeing how Dan just used a quick bolt earlier, I might be considering using that star and trying to shock dodge, but risky play. This one still gives him a chance to get first as well. But I think Dan at this point might be turning his attention towards Boss and Zoran. Wow.
We have 3 stars in play right now.
Yeah, I think at this point we're not really looking to see any... Dan goes off to the side. Is there going to be a couch slap? No, not quite. Not this time around. Yeah, I don't... Oh, Jones nearly went off the side. And if he went off there, he was going to have to loop all the way around. Probably going to get a 4th because of it. Maybe not. Dan's pretty far back, but still. Ooh. He's going to have a boo now. He's going to use it here. I believe this might last till the end of the race. Yeah, as I was saying, didn't really have a threat for a bolt at this point, and Jones is going to get a big must-needed win. Almost as big as he is.
Much needed.
The win is about as big as he is, for sure.
That's pretty big.
Boss going to take the 2nd, Zoran taking the 3rd, and with that, Boss is actually going to be in front now.
Wow.
11 races in, only 5 to go. 21.
Team Minnesota represent.
Yeah, looks like the Wisconsin driving crew is killing it right now. Jones 9 points back of Zoran. He's really got to mount this run right now. Not really sure what Jimbo's up to. I think he's trying to prepare his choke for the night. Didn't get a chance to choke this morning because he played both his rounds yesterday. I see what you did there, 3rd. Throwing some shade.
How can you hate Boss? He's just such a nice guy.
Ooh, yeah, Jones having to use a quick star there. Zoran with the boo. Oh, Jones taking a wild line there. Zoran with the boo out in front, definitely in a good spot. Dan in second. Boss moves up to third. Third is not in the race.
But who's on first?
Nobody knows. Well, I guess it would be Zoran, because he is in first. Ooh, the hop. Jones trying to play it safe after spinning out, and he hops off to the side. Stays on the track, though, but a little bit of a slowdown. Too many little mistakes, though. And, well, looks like if this result holds, Dan getting a much-needed 2 points, but,
Jones really cannot afford to lose points here.
Jones gonna have to sneak in. Yeah, he does. Surprised we hadn't heard any Joneses yet today, out of Mark Jones, but I think he's trying to cut down on that. In third place, we're really gonna need to get something really good here. Knock these guys into the... Oh, really could have used Dan falling off, but I guess it doesn't matter because he's got to run down Boss and Zoran. Zoran taking the win. Oh, Boss barely staying on the track. Another lucky run for Boss here. Finishing second, Dan in third. I mean, you know, with 4 races to go, Dan's got 8 points to make up on Boss. I mean, and Zoran. I mean,
Boss and Zoran tied at 23.
we might have our 2 finalists picked out, but these guys are going to be racing for pride, racing for a bit of seeding. You know, you get to choose your seat if you're the highest scorer. Looks like a lot to play for between these two here, and I mean, Jones and Dan still got to fight for some respect and whatnot.
Jones technically can still get 23, so mathematically he's not out.
Yeah, if Dan can, or if Jones can get all wins, he gets somebody like Zoran. I guess if Dan gets less than 8 points too, Jones could tie his way in. Yeah, one of Zoran or Boss are in for sure. Yeah, one of Zoran or Boss are definitely in. Nah, Jones is not eliminated because here's the scenario. Jones gets all wins, Zoran gets all fourths, Dan gets all thirds, and Boss runs away with it. Boom, tied at 23. Yeah, so don't say that it's not completely, don't say that he's mathematically eliminated if you're going to come in here and not check your math. Shots fired.
Oh.
Yeah, Dan could get all seconds, you're right. Oh, that would be insane. If Dan gets all seconds and we get a 3-way tie.
Oh my.
I think I know what I'm pulling for at this point.
But the likelihood of that happening is very low.
Yeah. Yeah, most likely after this race he'll be eliminated, especially because he's in 4th right now.
Yeah. I mean, Zoran and Boss just, they're not...
These guys are really showing what's going on right now. Yeah, so, Dan with a good lead here right now. Really needs to get these points. He has a more realistic chance to knock out one of these 2 guys, but... Oh, Dan running into the truck there. Not a good drive there. So we're gonna run out to a lead. Boss just behind. Zoran gonna avoid the fake here, so will Dan. Boss is gonna run right through it, because he's got his triple greens. He's gonna fire some. Dan runs off to the side to avoid him. Boss getting triple shrooms here. And it looks like if Jones cannot mount a miracle comeback here, his tournament's gonna be done. Yeah.
He is.
Uses the bolt, but unfortunately he needed to get all 4 and then some. All 3 and then some, but yeah. And with that, Mark Jones has been eliminated from the tournament. Still has 3 races to play for some pride and maybe past Dan, but it's an uphill battle. Dropping 11. I think he needs to put a couple more points up, so in order to not make it a complete disaster round, although it's not a great round. Curious to see why Jones used that green there. He's gonna get another blocker, but I guess it works out for him. not going to get too screwed here. Oh, almost came from the side, though. Dan is going to go for Jones. No, Dan, I think, just wants to run away with this and hope that boss gets trolled a little bit back there. He needs to get 7 of the next 9 points, or at least 7-point gap between him and boss in the next possible 9. If that makes sense. It's hard to explain. Math is hard.
2 plus 2, it's...
It doesn't really matter in the end.
Or something. I never
I never checked it.
I just get computers to do all my math for me.
This is very true. Little known fact, Mavelock is actually a computer. Dan. I believe he went off to the,
Yeah, he...
Oh, Jones did the same thing. He clipped Dan a little bit and threw him off his line. Falls off the side, and, you know...
Not what he wants here.
I don't know about you, Mike, but I'm pretty shocked at how this round has played out. I thought it would be a lot closer.
Yeah.
Jones is going to be able to use this bolt. Yeah, not going to be able to steal it. But I thought this round would be a little bit closer than this. But
well, I thought Zoran was a pretty heavy favorite.
Yeah, I thought Zoran was going to be good.
Stepping up.
I thought Dan was going to have a chance. I'm not going to lie, I didn't give Boss too much of a chance here, but I got to credit him. He's had a really good round, played really great, raced great.
I'll be honest with you. I've been low-key rooting for Dan this whole time.
Yeah. Everyone roots for the couch slab. Oh, Jones, what are you doing, Jones? Dan really needs Jones to get up ahead another spot, or else he might be eliminated? No, he's going to be one more. He's going to have to be perfect here. Oh, Boss, making a little mistake there. So, Zoran picking up a win. Dan in second. Jones in third. You know, Boss not quite out of the woods yet. Dan 5 behind with 6 possible points remaining. This could get interesting soon. Dan really needs to run a good race. Jones, an uncharacteristic mistake off the start. Just a little too early. And, oh, that bolt might be what steals it for Boss now. 3rd place bolt. According to Jimbo, Boss always gets lucky, so, you know.
And according to Jones, no.
Yeah. A little bit of drama back there, but you guys don't want to know about that.
It's irrelevant.
Let's see if Boss can keep himself on the track here, keep himself clean. A 3rd place finish would be just about good enough for him. With Jones falling off there, all he needs to do is either beat Dan or hope Dan doesn't win, and Boss is going to clinch his way through. You know, if Boss does clinch here, I think this, oh no, this is only 2 tracks to go, so it wouldn't be the earliest clinch I've seen, but with 1 race to go, it'd be like nothing going on there. I mean, Zoran clinching. Zoran clinched, what, like 2 or 3 races ago?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, maybe last race, maybe 2 or 3 ago, but he's way out there. He's just driving now to make sure he knows what to do with these tracks for the finals. Dan making a critical mistake, and I believe that's going to be enough.
And
Dan just quitting now.
Down.
Dan knows that that's the end of everything. Boss is moving through. He's going to try and finish this race out, but maybe not. He's just going to grab his controller. Dan not getting as pissed off as I did at Wario Stadium that one time and throwing the controller. He gently sets it down, and he's going to finish the race out. Maybe he's going to try to troll a little bit. You can't blame him. This is the fun part of the race. He's just going to run himself into some rocks here. That's about it.
Press F to pay respects.
Zoran taking another win. Boss taking a second. And you know what? I think Jones is going to take a 3rd here, but I think all our placements are decided for this round as well. Yeah, Zoran can't get past, Boss can't get past, Dan.
This is it.
Locked in.
Oh.
You know, if Dan kept racing this, he might have been able to steal a point, but honestly, it doesn't matter too much. I mean, well, for next year it matters because it'll impact some seeding, but these guys... Oh my god.
This is why you
Just
keep...
go out there and yell, Jones, what are you doing?
Jones, what are you doing? Do it again! Do it again!
This is insanity.
This is why you. This is why you keep.
Dan with the.
If Dan hadn't set down his controller, he might have been. He very well.
He definitely would have come in 3rd, but he gets an opportunity to troll at the end there, and that's what it's all about here. It's nice to lighten the mood up there.
And now this last race, it's just going to be a tension breaker, and I think we need that right now.
It doesn't really matter too much, or at all. I guess maybe it could matter for seeding, but I don't know if these guys... Boss, I'm pretty sure, doesn't care where he's playing. Zoran... Zoran might care
I think the mood has been lightened a bit out there.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really to play for. Like I said, other than seeding, but maybe for Dan trying to get some more points, it might matter because, well, you never know. If Matthias doesn't come next year and he makes the finals, whoever comes in 5th will move up to the top 4. You know? Bolt coming in for Zoran. I mean, he's gonna want to get this 35, I think. I mean, these guys always love racing, love to win.
Well, we have a call in the chat to cheer for Abney, but unfortunately he has 0 points this round. So
Yeah, Abney really in trouble.
I don't
this
know
round.
how he's going to come back from that.
0 points so far in the last race. Not looking too good for him, but
It's like he's not even there.
never say never. It could happen. Oh, Dan and Zoran weaving back and forth. Oh, Zoran just a little too late to steal there. Dan spinning out. This is the type of race we expected from Dan throughout the match. Untilted, you know, driving smart. You know, he slows. Oh, well, maybe not too smart, but
Well, not right there.
yeah, he's gonna go ahead into 3rd. Zoran's gonna get out in front. Boss taking a 2nd. Dan in 3rd. Jones in 4th. Just like our standings here, and well, we have half our semifinal decided now. What do you think, Mike?
I think
Quick analysis. What do you think of that round?
that was intense. That was definitely,
I think the only thing that doesn't shock me is Zoran winning it. I mean,
yeah.
Boss coming in 2nd. I mean, like we've said, that's
Boss-
very surprising to me.
Boss-
Making a finals, this is incredible for him.
Yeah, he was definitely a dark horse there.
Definitely a dark horse. People thought he could win, but I don't think they gave him too much of a realistic chance. A little surprised by Dan. Definitely surprised by Jones's round. I mean,
Yeah.
expected more than a 13 from him, but you know,
I mean, like I said earlier, this could easily be a finals match any other year.
this is such a tough round. You know,
And
you
this-
never know
this
what's gonna
was-
happen.
This was the kind of result you might expect from a finals. But,
Right. Yeah. So.
but we have another semifinal, and then the actual finals, so...
Yeah, we still got lots of karting action to go. The next semi should be pretty soon, so stick with us, guys. We'll be back. Zoran and Boss through to the finals.
That was a surprise, that's for sure.
So Matthias, you have first choice.
Yeah, I'm playing one.
We got to put you in a little booth back there in case something happens. Give me a headset and
Can you do a quick reset of that?
We need to personalize it. Oh, I think Boss is going to take that around and just hang it on his wall.
Dude, you should.
Send pictures to Mark every day.
Yeah. Well, then I'll send in our first semi from last year.
I think we'll get first. This is a bit more prestigious.
Where is that?
Against him?
Where is it?
But
Then
then
someone down there
semis,
Fake idea.
he started.
Put in the work, boss. You did work. I did, and I put some time. I know you did. I know.
Oh,
I was talking, guys.
NBA had the best burn on Jones.
What did you say? Oh. That was clarity.
Matthias took one, he'll take 2.
No, warm up.
Warm up.
Was the chat and
Practice.
the chat going? Anyone saying that?
Yeah, they were waiting for the end.
It's just
Bypass.
KTV sold around in general.
Yeah.
That was a rough one, though.
There was a couple of just really bad driving errors there.
Yeah.
I would like to do 1 or 2 warm-up races.
Yeah.
Before we go.
The last little bit, that's only.
I think I'm going to switch to the TV. That's the first time I've not used the projector.
I never saw it.
I'll pick for you.
I mean, no choice.
I know.
You got it. That's
Request Jones onto this. I'd rather watch it that way. I mean, it's like, hit this. Watch this.
Start?
I just want to do I haven't played shit rounds. It's like with anything.
That's one strategy. Don't practice.
Oh, I'm ready now.
Don't play anything. Don't practice. Don't care about it.
That's the beauty of winning sports. It doesn't really matter. We are pretty fast champs. Yeah.
Or catch chance.
Whenever we get that trophy, we can't try next week. We'll have a potential.
That's right. That's in the works. Just pick any track to 1v2. Any track.
Go first.
No, any track. I'm telling the team, pick any track.
That's a good one. Bowser? What about Bowser?
I want 2 races. There we go.